The number of new COVID cases in the Panhandle continues to surge. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, local public health officials are encouraging people to get vaccinated and take precautions to avoid crowded places, close contact, and confined spaces as COVID cases and hospitalizations continue to increase in the Panhandle. Unified Command confirms 441 more cases of COVID in the Panhandle since reporting last Monday, with hospitalizations in the region at 34. PPHD Director Kim Engel says the surge in cases continues to make itself felt in the Panhandle.
Right now, the Panhandle definitely has a higher case rate than most of the rest of the state. And what we're finding as throughout the Panhandle, cases go up, a couple weeks later, hospitalizations go up, a couple weeks later, then we see deaths increase.
Engel says what she's hearing from counterparts in the eastern part of Nebraska is that while case rates are falling, hospitalizations remain elevated. She says that's due in part to transfers of patients from rural parts of the state needing an appropriate bed that may not be available close to home.
Part of that is just the transfer center throughout the state and finding beds for patients. And so what they're finding in the urban areas is a lot of their patients are coming from rural areas. Now, it's just a challenge throughout the state in every hospital situation to find a bed, not only for COVID, but for other events too.
Well, the Alliance community is mourning the death of a 16-year-old girl. On Thursday night, junior Kimber Romick passed away from injuries sustained in a motor vehicle crash in Box Butte County. Her passenger, a juvenile male, was also transported to a Colorado hospital for injuries he sustained in the crash. Additional details regarding the fatal crash are pending release from the Box Butte County Sheriff's Department. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people, all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you. Welcome back. Authorities say a rural Scottsbluff woman was the victim of a fatal watercraft accident last week on the North Platte River. Scottsbluff County Attorney Dave Eubanks identified the woman who died in the accident as 65-year-old Linda Schladowitz. According to a release issued through the Sheriff's Department, the victim and her husband were in a kayak that overturned when it struck a check dam Friday afternoon. Also, the boat that she and her husband were in was a kayak and not a canoe, as initially reported. The incident remains under investigation, pending autopsy results. Well, the Garden County Sheriff has been sentenced after being convicted of a misdemeanor assault charge that occurred back in April. 44-year-old Michelle Quinn of Lisco was sentenced to 6 months of probation by Judge Edward Steenberg after he found her guilty following her August bench trial. Quinn was charged with third-degree domestic assault causing intentional bodily injury to an intimate partner following an altercation that occurred as the two were driving through Keith County. As terms of her probation, Quinn will also be required to attend counseling as well as pay probation and drug testing fees. And a 36-year-old Big Springs man avoids prison after getting caught with a sizable amount of methamphetamine during an April traffic stop in Dual County. Charles Lyle was caught with approximately 1.5 ounces of meth and subsequently convicted of 2 amended charges of accessory to a Class 2 felony. Last Thursday, District Judge Derek Weimer sentenced Lyle to 30 months of intensive supervised probation in addition to time already served. Well, coming up after the break, the seemingly endless summer is coming to a close as cold rain and early possible snowy weather moving into the Panhandle. The Lawyer has your full forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
At Renewal by Andersen, it's about our people. We're a family-owned local company with the best windows, patio doors, and installation teams anywhere. But before our customers ever get to installation, they speak with our advisors in the office. We're so proud of our people. They're very experienced, organized, and at Renewal by Andersen, we know that our customers' time is so valuable. We assure you signature service from the first phone call to the installation day. Renewal by Andersen, a local family company. It's about our people.
Fall means cooler weather, beautiful colors, and comfy sweaters. Stop into Compliments today for all of our new fall fashions. Start with new items arriving daily from Charlie B and Tribal. Get a comfy pair of Can or Flying Monkey jeans. Next, complete that perfect outfit with new jewelry lines, Star Bar and Lost and Found, and an American Darling bag. Spring and summer fashions now on sale. And don't forget to check out our pictures, solar hot air balloons, flags, and more. Compliments for you and your home. Downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, the season's certainly changing out there. We have rain and thunderstorms around. That will turn over to snow overnight tonight, and winds are not going anywhere. We're going to see winds very gusty overnight into the morning hours tomorrow before winds start to die down slowly tomorrow night. This is a season-changing storm coming through the region. Very windy conditions as rain turns to snow overnight, and we have a hard freeze coming later on this week starting tomorrow night. 69 yesterday after a morning low of 35 degrees. Nothing in the rain gauge through midnight. We've had some out there, though, today, and we'll have plenty more as we go through the night tonight. Well, just how dynamic of a storm is this that we're talking about? Take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisories that we have. Those areas in the pink, that's winter storm warnings that go through noon tomorrow. High wind warnings in that orange color, and the yellow shaded areas in southeastern portions of the Panhandle, southwestern Nebraska, northeastern Colorado. That's a tornado watch that's out until 10 o'clock tonight. So certainly a collision there of what's going on with in terms of activity here in this season-changing storm. Look at the temperatures. Need we say more? 35 in Rapid, 32 in Laramie, 28 in Casper right now. It's 74, though, in Norfolk, 71 in Hastings. That dividing line is set up. Boy, you can see where that colder air is. Very easy to pick out here with temperatures in the 40s back behind the frontal system and in the 50s and 60s out in front of it. So certainly areas that have not gotten that colder air are going to see it, and winds are very strong, gusting 30, 40 miles an hour or stronger. And that is dropping wind chills down into the teens and near 20 degrees in portions of the eastern portions of Wyoming. Those wind chills only going to drop here across the area. Again, as we mentioned, a very dynamic storm system. Take a look at this. We actually have a marginal risk of severe weather here in portions of our area and a slight risk into central Nebraska. This is a moderate risk in portions of Oklahoma and Kansas, where they're actually expecting tornadic activity this evening. Again, here closer to home, we're dealing with a marginal risk. I think most of our severe weather threat is about done here for this evening. As we take a look at Futurecast, very active. Rain showers and thunderstorms lift across the area. There's that rain turning over to snow in portions of the region before that low pressure system pulls away from the area tomorrow and ends our precip chances. We still may have a little bit of residual moisture around in the morning. Lows tonight down around the freezing mark, as low as 31, 32 degrees, 26 in Lusk, 43 though in Valentine. That colder air is going to take a little longer to get there and a little longer to turn that rain over to snow before it exits. And we're dealt with a partly cloudy day tomorrow, but very strong winds that are going to be around as that high wind warning continues here across the region. Highs tomorrow, 38 in Lusk. That's it. In the 40s to low 50s in some areas, maybe near 60 down around Ogallala. And as far as precip, having some issues with this map updating, unable to bring you the rain and snowfall totals. It's going to be light for the most part in terms of snow accumulations, but can't rule out an inch or so in some grassy surfaces. Very windy with rain turning to snow, an inch, maybe 2 in some areas. Wind gusts to 60 miles an hour overnight, 33 for the low. Tomorrow we clear things out, but it's still going to be windy. Winds 25 to 40, gusts 55 to 60. And then those winds start to die down a bit as we get into Thursday. Still pretty chilly, though, in the 50s Thursday, Friday. 60s for Saturday, and then back into the 70s by Sunday, and in the 60s for the early portions of next week as things start to get a little calmer here across the high plains.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Today, area students are attending the Career in Ag Day at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Panhandle Research and Extension Center in Scottsbluff. The event is hosted by the Scottsbluff-Gearing United Chamber of Commerce agribusiness community. Galen Larson, chair of the Ag Education Committee, says the event promotes agriculture in high schools.
So we are here today to have presenters talk about their careers in agriculture, what those are, how they got to the positions that they are in, and what opportunities lie ahead for the high school students wanting to know about agriculture for their future.
One of the businesses at Career Day is Dinklage Feed Yards from Sydney. Nathan Kenobi, manager at the feed yard, says a lot of things go into feed yard production.
From feeding the cattle on time to having the right ration mixed every day, animal health, husbandry, all the way to the accounting side. There's a lot of details to talk about there. The biggest thing, the biggest takeaway I would like to point out would be how much care we have for the animal and how much work and detail goes into it every day.
Kenobi says employees can start in food production, mill production, maintenance, and the biggest thing is willingness to learn and work hard. Ellen Held, one of the agricultural teachers at Scottsbluff High School, says the events like the Career in Ag Day is important in helping students make those choices.
I think they're very powerful events because we can only offer so many things going on within the school walls. And so for students to get out and talk to the actual experts in these different fields, as well as see some of the things that those experts are actually doing, I think really helps to mold those students to determine if that's a career pathway that they want to go into.
The Career in Ag Day also had Shattern State College, Eastern Wyoming College, Colorado State University, and the University of Nebraska-Lincoln in attendance, with information for more than the 100 students in attendance.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank, a bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, Scottsbluff High School is proud to announce that junior Ava Imhoff has been selected as a semifinalist in the 67th Annual National Merit Scholarship Program. Ava was recognized for the honor last night during the Scottsbluff Public Schools Board of Education's regular meeting. As one of the nation's roughly 16,000 semifinalists, Imhoff has the opportunity to continue in the competition for the 7,600 National Merit Scholarships worth more than $31 million to be offered in the spring. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.